Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 Genetically Modified Overkill run. Hope you're all doing well. Today, I'm really excited because this is the GMO run I've been most looking forward to since the expansion came out, but I wanted to finish the class guide for the character first. So we're going to be doing Builder, Builder, Builder. This will triple up on the power of the builder and give us the most powerful turret that we can possibly get. I don't know if it's going to spawn 3 different builders turrets or only one with like triple the strength or something like that, but it seems like this will be extremely funny. This character will have some real downsides of no pickup radius at all. It's going to be, I think, almost impossible for us to pick up materials. And we have highly negative damage. Any positive damage we get is going to be negative. Is going to give us multiple negative points of damage. So that's going to be very funny as well. I think to maximize chaos with this run, which is mostly about just having a really fun time and seeing how awesome we can make this run, I'm going to go with the Shredder. This is an explosive weapon, so it maximizes our chances of finding something like a nuclear launcher, which would be incredibly hilarious. Okay, yeah, so we have to stand exactly on the material in order to pick it up. And we do only get 1 builder's turret in the center of the arena. That's kind of cool. I was sort of hoping we would get 3, that would be really funny, but 1 is fine. Alright, we have 60 harvesting as well. I should have killed that tree also. So if I take this ranged damage, I think we lose 2 ranged damage, because the builder has minus 75% mods times 3. So that would obviously reduce our damage dramatically. Let's roll here. I'm just going to grab harvesting, I guess, because we will want that, and we'll pick up some engineering as well, and then some more harvesting. Alright, every point of engineering we get is also improved massively also, so that's very funny. Let's take the Shredder. I'm going to lock Coffee. I think when we pick this up, we actually gain percentage damage, so that's funny as well. I will lock the Tree. Tree is always good, and then we're just going to roll for more Shredders. We basically want to maximize the chances of rolling into Nuclear Launcher or something like that, so that's why I'm rolling so aggressively for Shredders here. Then let's go to the next wave. Obviously, this run is not intended to be like a dramatic challenge or anything, but I just want to see how much we can maximize the builder's turret. I'm still picking up some materials. I guess I don't need to do that as much because we have so much harvesting for this character, but I do want to get my weapon set and stuff online. I notice also that the materials aren't getting pulled to the turret. When you play the builder, by default, the materials that are on the ground get pulled to the turret, like visually. But I believe they are still giving us... Yeah, we're still getting the stats from them, so it's still working correctly. Let's go ahead and roll here. I'll just take the regen, because we're going to want that. And then let's see if we can get our weapons upgraded. Roll in some more. Oh, Blunderbuss would also be pretty fun, but we basically can't pick up materials on this character because our pickup range is 10%. If I take a negative pickup range item, I wonder if I fully stop being able to pick up any materials. I should test that as well. But we get a level 2 Shredder, so that's going to use the value of the level 2 Shredder for our builder's turret. Go ahead and roll here, roll some more, keep leveling our Shredders. Roll some more. Let's go ahead and get a level 3 Shredder and then buy this one. And then I'm going to roll again a couple times to see if we can lock another one or find a really awesome higher level weapon. Definitely will need some defensive stats. So I'm again going to pick up materials this wave, I think. And then next wave we're going to stop and start really feeding the turret, which is just going to start going off with the amount of money. Every material we feed it gives it 3 times as much bonus stats as for the default builder, so... It's so hard to pick up materials when you have to stand directly on them. Here, let's just take 3 engineering, which ends up being, what was that, 8 engineering from the 3 that we picked up. That's kind of ridiculous. And then, let's buy the Shredder, Tree, and Coffee, and then roll again. And we're going to go ahead and upgrade our Shredders some more. Again, we just want to reach a level 4 Shredder. Some movement speed certainly couldn't hurt. And then I'm going to reroll one more time. There's another Shredder and a metal detector. I guess doubling the value of picked up materials isn't good, but this will increase our damage when we pick up the minus 5% damage. Notice that we have 2% damage because we bought the coffee. And so this character, because our damage is so negative, actually I think can build damage on your actual character just by finding items that normally decrease your damage. Alright, so now it's time to stop picking up materials here. Break that tree, run around. Do a little damage to that lamprey. Definitely want to find the curse alien and kill it. Of course, all of the lessons that we learned from playing the builder are applicable to this character, just in 3 times as much. And then let's see if we can manually target down that curse alien. Couldn't quite get it at the end there. Baby elephant. I'm just going to recycle. I think we need the money more than we need that, and we'll take 2 armor here. And then let's go ahead and pick up the metal detector and the shredder, and then lock the pencil. Gonna roll once, see if we can find more weapons. We have 6 regeneration, so I'm gonna pick up the weird ghost as well. That will hopefully help keep me alive. Later on, obviously, right now it doesn't keep us alive, but we shouldn't be at threat from it. Already, our turret is firing 2 projectiles with only 1 wave's worth of building. Go kill that. Kill this curse alien. I would love to get a cursed weapon. A cursed nuclear launcher would be the ideal weapon for this character, of course. And feeding it some more materials. Gonna go ahead and grab 3 armor here. That'll be very helpful. A cursed baby elephant. We might end up with some damage on this character because, as I mentioned, we actually can build damage on this character. So let's maybe buy the cursed baby elephant, mostly for the curse, but I think 38 for 2 curse. And then the potential chance of doing a little extra damage is fine. I guess we'll never pick up materials, so we're basically spending 38 on 2 curse, but I think that's an okay purchase there. Because we're never going to pick up materials on this character, so the damage will never trigger. But the more we increase our curse, the more likely we are to find a really powerful cursed weapon for ourselves. Let's reroll here, and nothing here I want. I could take the mastery. So this is -3 ranged damage, so that would increase our ranged damage on our actual weapons. You know what, let's give that a shot. Gonna vastly decrease my melee damage, but I don't care about that. Already, of course, the turret has been built up enormously. I would love to get its range to the point where it shoots the entire map as well, just because that would be funny. Go over here, kill a tree. I should actually pick up some materials because it's hard to do that. And so I sort of need to pick up materials in advance of when I actually want to grab them to buy items with. Because if I don't, then it's going to be really, really difficult to get the materials that I need when I actually want them. And it's not like we're going to have a hard time building up the turret since we get 3 times as much value. So we're already at plus 200 range and plus 200 attack speed. Take the 10 luck here, and then Scar, that'll help me level up. We'll buy the weird food, and so this should increase my ranged damage, right? Yeah, plus 3 ranged damage from buying the mastery. Let's go ahead and grab the pencil. I guess I'll take Propeller Hat as well. This is both plus luck and plus % damage. Gonna roll one more time. I'd really like to find another shredder. Okay, great. So we can now just upgrade to a level 4 shredder. I'd have preferred, honestly, to find a level 1, because that would let me just upgrade to level 4 by combining. But the level 3 will get us there. And since our character actually does do damage with this triple builder character, I think we can upgrade our shredders to max level, and it'll still be good. Still, of course, holding out hope for a rocket launcher, nuclear launcher, any really sick weapon that we could put on our turret. Should grab some materials here. Right now, of course, our turret does decent damage, but it's not going to actually kill an elite at the moment, because Shredder's just not very good at single target damage. So we will need to boost our damage a little more. Which means getting some materials on our actual character so that we can buy items. So 200 materials, I think that's a good number to aim for, like, each wave. If we can kind of keep that up, then we'll be able to buy items for our character while still massively boosting our turret. Here, gonna be hard to build dodge. I could take luck just for higher level items. That will make it more likely to find a nuke launcher or something, so I'm gonna grab that. Then let's upgrade to the level 4 shredder, buy the propeller hat, which increases our percent damage, and buy the pencil. Then roll again. We don't want bait, because that would decrease our damage. Let's roll again. I'll take the adrenaline. Oh, Peaceful Bee is plus ranged damage. In fact, all of these items are plus ranged damage as well. Is it worth buying Cute Monkey when we're never picking up materials? For one ranged damage? It probably is, because our actual weapon attacks can get pretty good if we do that. Running around grabbing some materials here. Again, I want to pick up some at least. I do need to build some defensive stats. We only have 21 maximum health, so really looking to grab some of that. Of course, our turret will take care of most of the enemies for us, but we're going to need some defensive stats, especially before we fight an elite, for example. Even if I'm, like, aggressively picking up materials, it's so hard to get to 200. I could take 9 crit chance. Again, our actual weapon damage isn't terrible, but I think I'm going to roll here, and I'll just grab 2 armor, I think. We've got 6 regen for healing. Lifesteal would also be good healing for us, and attack speed wouldn't be irrelevant either, but I think I just want the defensive stats as much as possible. Take the Peaceful Bee, that makes our dodge positive and also increases our ranged damage. And then adrenaline and book. Roll once here. Nothing else here that I want, so let's go to wave 9. Looking for like a +3 or a +9 HP level up is kind of what we want. That would get us to much better HP total. Obviously, something like extra stomach would also solve all of our HP problems, but in terms of like realistic asks, I'm looking for something that just a small HP increase. Getting a couple crates now, which is nice as well. Especially since we bought that early tree. That tree didn't drop a crate. That tree's letting down the side. Our turret is already almost attacking the entire map, which is amazing. Grab some materials here. It's hard to, like, remember that I have to walk directly onto them as well. Yeah, I'll take the 2% lifesteal. We are making ranged attacks, so the lifesteal will be fine. I do not want to both cap my max HP at 24 and decrease my damage by a tremendous margin, so I think we're gonna pass on the handcuffs here. Let's roll, and I will take 3 more regen, and then I'm gonna roll. I think we can do better than that. Take 10 harvesting. I think it's not too late to benefit from harvesting. Do I want celery tea? I don't think we want to spend 75 on celery tea this wave. We've already got a scar, and that just wouldn't give us enough XP gain, I think, to make up for the fewer enemies that we would kill next wave, so let's pass on that. This will cost me a lot of melee damage, but also give me a lot of engineering, and the engineering, of course, is really valuable. So let's pick up the robot arm. I will really need to boost my maximum HP now, but this also kind of keeps it exciting because at least the the game is going to have the problem that I'll have really low max HP. Sharp Bullet, of course, excellent. That's going to give us even more piercing, and this should increase our piercing damage, so because we have negative damage. So I believe when we get the percent piercing damage, this is going to go up. Yep, it did. So Sharp Bullet gives us additional piercing damage and additional damage, as well as additional pierce. So it means that our shredders are piercing through even more enemies. We're going to pass on these two items, and then I will roll here. Do I want to upgrade my shredders? Our character can actually do damage, so that's not a terrible idea. I could also buy the energy bracelet for crit chance and plus ranged damage. It's a much better item when it gives you crit chance and ranged damage in one package. I don't think we really need to upgrade our shredders at this point, though. I'd rather just focus on getting more stats on the turret. Let's see. So we are at additional range here. We're at structure range 447. Do I reroll? Yeah, let's reroll once. Then I'm going to lock the fish hook. That could be used to get cursed weapons, potentially, which would be amazing. Medkit, of course, is great. Bean Teacher, I think we can pass on as well. We already have bonus XP gain. Although we have a lot of harvesting on this character, so we could potentially get some levels out of the Bean Teacher, but I think we're just going to pass on it. I could maybe have taken Scared Sausage also and bought, like, negative elemental damage items to try to get the Scared Sausage to do burning. It is very funny when you have these, like, negative damage modifiers characters, because it really changes how you evaluate items. I like how, because of the inaccuracy of the shot from the turret, it has to fire many times at enemies that are at the outer edges of the arena, because it keeps splitting the uprights around them. Love just sitting back and letting the turret do the work for me. We're really playing a tower defense here. Baby Squid. Yeah, we do want the regeneration, so we'll grab that. Let's reroll. We can definitely get a level 2 upgrade here. I don't want the 12% damage, but I'll take 6 dodge. That can help give us some defensive stats. Baby Gecko is kind of interesting for this character, because it's so hard to pick up materials, and we've already gotten our turret to plus 550% range and attack speed, so I think we probably can afford to spend a quarter of our materials on ourselves. Let's treat ourselves to 25% of our own money and pick up the Baby Gecko here. We'll grab the fish hook and the medkit and then roll. Maybe I should have tried to get the cursed medkit. Definitely don't want ritual. I'm gonna roll again here. Actually, I should have locked that shredder to try to get a cursed shredder. That definitely would have been correct. I'll lock the wheelbarrow, though, try to get that cursed. We only ever have one structure, so the lighthouse, of course, is going to be a staggering amount of engineering, so we'll definitely lock that. And hopefully we can get it cursed with the fish hook. Really looking forward to next wave with the horde wave. Since we're a shredder build, I feel like we should be able to clear that pretty efficiently. Definitely still need to increase my maximum health, though, because every wave we lose 1. And our levels currently are keeping up. We're gaining enough max health just from levels that we are not losing HP. That won't last forever, and also 24 HP is definitely not enough for this character. Even though we already have, like, pretty decent armor and defensive stats, we definitely need to improve our maximum HP. With... how much engineering do we have? We have 42 engineering. We really actually need to boost that, because the weapon damage on our turret is not as high as I was expecting. I'll take the propeller hat here. That's excellent, of course. And then let me roll. I'm going to look for max HP. this is a guaranteed level 3 upgrade. So I could take armor, I could take a regen here, but I think we're just going to roll a few times and try to find max health. All right, well, we missed every time, so I'll take 9% dodge, because the rerolls are just getting too expensive there. And we did get the wheelbarrow cursed. That's pretty nice. Did not get the lighthouse cursed, but we're going to have another chance. We don't want the pumpkin, because this would decrease our piercing damage multiplier. I don't want the cauldron, because this would decrease my damage after picking up a consumable. Even cursed, I don't think we want cauldron. Obliterator, that is an interesting option for the builder's turret. It has very, very fast attack speed. You know what? Let's try to get a cursed obliterator and just see what happens. I genuinely don't know if obliterator is winnable with the builder's turret, because it may just not attack fast enough to clear the rest of the wave, like non-elite enemies. But this is such a ridiculous run that if we die, it would be very funny. So, and we'll be past the horde wave, which the obliterator would be worst on. So I want to give the obliterator a shot. We're digging deep here for ways to lose this run. Like, obviously, you could just play this as a standard builder, but with 3 times the value from materials, just build a revolver or slingshot or whatever, and have the easiest run in the world. But I really want to make the most ridiculous run in the world. Hoping for increased explosion size as well. That would be something I'd really like. Though, of course, if we're swapping to Obliterator, then explosion size won't benefit that. We might actually also have to sell out of our level 4 Shredder in order for the Obliterator to work. Take the metal detector here. Again, this is just so good for this character because it's a ton of engineering and a bunch of percent damage. And then, do I just take 3 max HP? I think we can do better. I think we can roll into a higher level upgrade. We'll take 9 dodge here. Alright, neither got cursed, unfortunately, but let's go ahead and combine and buy the Obliterator. Then I'm going to see if this has swapped to the Obliterator. It hasn't. So now I need to sell out of the level 4 Shredder. And this should make the Obliterator our Builder's Turret weapon, which it did. Let's go ahead and grab the Lighthouse here for a ton more percent damage. So this scales with 1,000% of our engineering, because it's an Obliterator at base. Heavy bullets we don't want, because that will decrease our ranged damage and our percent damage. I'll take the Shady Potion, though, for more luck. Do one more reroll. Lock this. I guess I'm just going to lock this entire shop. Definitely going to need to boost my max HP, though. Alright, let's see how the Obliterator turret does. Currently what it does is it misses, although that was pretty sweet. The attack speed that we have on this Obliterator turret is just so satisfying, because Obliterator's the most slow-firing weapon in the game. So watching it just wipe everything out by spitting out these attacks is really fun. It's actually good enough, of course, with this bonus attack speed, it's good enough to clear the wave, which Obliterator almost never is. Obliterator's a deceptive weapon, by the way, so if you're somewhat new to the game, Obliterator looks like it's going to be a really powerful, really strong upgrade. And it does have its uses, but for the most part, it's actually a fairly weak weapon. It's good for killing elites, but much less good for clearing waves, because it attacks so slowly. So, often it is not correct to pick up an Obliterator. Let's see, do I want the XP gain? I guess I do just take the XP gain because it showed up in a box. And then 3 max HP or 6 dodge. I think I'm going to roll and try to get a higher level max HP upgrade. Okay, we finally found a plus 9 HP upgrade. That's what we've been looking for this whole time. A cursed dangerous bunny, excellent. And then this is plus engineering. This is going to be like plus 8 engineering and plus 4% damage, or plus 5% damage. And then we'll take the armor, roll here. I guess I will buy this Shredder because it's going to just give me a 6th weapon, which we need. Small magazine we want as well. The ranged damage loss on the reinforced steel is probably not so bad that I don't want to pick it, but I think I'm going to roll because I think we can do better. Let's actually just buy this shredder, lock the treasure map, roll again, and see if we can get a cursed weapon here. Would have loved to get a cursed obliterator. That would be really funny. Wish we had increased enemy spawns. There's not enough stuff for our turret to kill. Also, of course, the bonus construct range is only somewhat helpful when obliterator is our main weapon, because it is already so long ranged. What's our attack speed at the moment? Like plus on the construct, like plus 1,000 or so. It's, let's see, 900. I suspect that we will kill the elite quite quickly, given that we have the obliterator turret. And obliterator is usually used for killing elites. 4 obliterators at once, firing 900 times or 900% faster, is going to be significantly better at killing the elites. Riposte, we're going to recycle. Cauldron, again, we don't want to decrease our damage, so we'll pass on that. Here, I'm going to, again, roll for max HP, I think. And yeah, we'll just take a level 2 max HP upgrade. All right, so here's some more cursed items. So if I pick up this cursed shredder, maybe I shouldn't have locked the shredder, because if I pick up the cursed shredder, I think it's going to replace my obliterator, which I actually don't really want. So as funny as it is, I think we're actually going to pass on the cursed shredder. I guess I could combine to a level 3 by the cursed level 2, just to see if that replaces it. So, yeah, so that'll leave it, because this is level 2 and this is level 3, that leaves the obliterator as our weapon of choice. Small magazine, this, I guess this decreases my ranged damage, but gives us % damage and attack speed. Probably not actually worth 150, I shouldn't have locked that. It's hard to remember because, of course, this character has so many weird things going on. You have to keep track of all of those. Schmoop, of course, excellent. Increases our ranged damage and 2 stats that we really need. Take the lumberjack shirt, and then I'll lock this mushroom, see if we can get a cursed mushroom. We would lose some % damage by getting the metal, but the HP and armor and speed are all quite relevant, so we still want that. Then I'm going to reroll once to see if I can lock an item and get it cursed. Any cursed item that we can pick up is, of course, so valuable that we really want to grab it. There goes the elite. Oh yeah, we're also getting regeneration every level as well, because we have the item that gives us a regen every time we level up. I don't really need to feed the builder's turret that much more, but it is fun too, so I'm leaving materials on the ground. Still picking some up, though, for my character. Already, our character is level 19, which is nice, because we're going to start getting higher level up, which will give us more HP. Okay, so our highest harvesting and lowest primary stats are swapped when we get this item. So I could pick up the axolotl and get 200 speed and go down to 2 harvesting, which would be extremely funny, but I think would also be very, very bad. So I think we're going to recycle this. We'll take the alien worm. Consumable healing, less valuable when you only have 10% pickup radius. And then let's recycle there. Here, I'll just take the regeneration. We need more healing. Nothing got cursed, unfortunately, but I'll still take the barnacle. And then the metal and the mushroom. Leave the alien worm locked. I will continue to take our free rerolls, and Unfortunately, there's only one item here that I would pick up even if it got cursed. It's the alien worm, so we're just gonna leave just that locked for our fish hook. Really just so fun to watch the obliterator turret spit out obliterator shots, but I would love to find another weapon just so that we can switch to a different kind of weapon just for fun. Any other high-level ranged weapon we would switch to, just because I think that would be funny. So if I find a sniper rifle, a minigun, or of course any of the legendary weapons, then we'll switch. Particle accelerator would also be great. I really enjoy seeing how many tries it takes this turret to snipe enemies at the edge of the arena. It's like watching a new player try to navigate a shooter. Like watching all of my Deadlock teammates. Here we're going to pick up the baby elephant. Probably. I guess we don't need this because we're never picking up materials. Actually, no, wait, we have the gecko. I should have taken the elephant just for fun there. I'll increase my lifesteal and move speed. That's fine. We'll take more engineering. And then here, let's grab for armor. I could roll for max HP, but we've actually got decent max HP now. Then I'll take this and this. I actually don't need to buy the lemonade because I really don't need to improve my consumable healing. Bandana, that's negative damage for us, which we want, because that increases our damage. Leather vest, of course, is great, as it's duct tape, and we're ready to go on to the next wave. Continuing to try to boost curse, because of course the more likely we are to find a cursed weapon, the better. So I'm just going to buy like a lot of cursed items, even if it's not particularly relevant to our build. If it's cursed, we'll probably pick it up, just to try to power up our character some more. Because this build is so silly, I may also take it 10 levels into endless mode, just to see if we can find another really cool weapon to swap the turret to, and just have fun with that as well. Take this shady potion here, and then just grab some armor. Move speed, we actually do want. Take the alien eyes. It's not great for our character, but it's, like I said, I want to boost curse if we can. Tardigrade, that's good if you're going into endless mode, which I just said we might, and then we'll take the leather vest. Roll here. Harpoon gun could be pretty funny for this character as well. So does that scale? It would scale with 200% of our engineering, right? Because it's got 100% ranged and 100% melee scaling, so it would scale with 200% of our engineering. That's one to think about, potentially. Let me roll here, and baby with a beard, we don't have enough ranged damage for that to be particularly good. I will lock the corrupted shard. It's going to decrease my percentage damage, but I want to increase curse, so we're going to buy it anyways. Got a little more movement speed now, which is nice. That elite did not last long. So the geckos are good, and we would probably not buy Sith's Relic. I think I like 50% of my materials going to me and 50% going to the turret, so we're going to stay on just 2 geckos. Turret kills everything, of course, before our guns can actually shoot it. One funny thing about this, though, is that when there's enough materials on the ground, Baby Gecko stops working, because the materials combine into the existing ones on the ground, rather than showing up as new materials, so they don't get pulled in. with the baby gecko. So if you leave a ton of materials on the ground, your baby geckos actually stop pulling things in entirely. Recycle the torture, of course. We don't want that. A cursed stick, unfortunately, not particularly useful for us. Let's roll here. I don't want another gecko, like I just talked about, so we're going to pass on that. Cursed jerky, pretty good. Flamethrower. So that would have long range. The burning damage would unfortunately, I think, scale with my elemental damage still, rather than my engineering. Although I'm actually not sure, because normally it replaces all of the damage scaling with the builder's turret, with the flamethrower. It would mean selling out of the obliterator to test it, and probably this level 2 shredder as well. Actually, I'd have to sell, like, all 3 of these weapons before the flamethrower was our strongest weapon, so it might be kind of hard to test, and then we might die. So I'm going to pass on the flamethrower, but if anybody knows the answer to that, if you've picked up flamethrower on the builder's turret, does it make the burning damage scale with engineering, or does it still scale with elemental damage? Don't want the power generator. That'll increase my damage, which will decrease my damage. But let's roll one more time and see if I can lock something else. Okay, well, a cursed level 4 obliterator would still be really fun, so we're going to grab that anyways. I'm going to leave it locked. It's going to be a while before we can afford it, because half our materials are still going to the turrets, or potentially slightly less than half if I try to pick stuff up, but it's of course difficult to pick stuff up. Oh, gotta kill that curse alien, of course. Our turret was letting it live for some reason. I like how my shots just sort of tickle the enemies, and then eventually the obliterator shot comes sailing in from off screen. And do what the name says. Yeah, I'll take a tree, of course, and 8% dodge, getting towards dodge cap. Let's roll here. Take 2 armor, that's fine. We can't afford the obliterator, but I'll buy the coupon jerky and plant, and then roll. Oh, actually, let's swap to a minigun. Not because I think it's better, but because I just want to try out more different types of weapons. So we're going to see if we can get a cursed minigun on our builder's turret. And take the dangerous bunny as well, do a free reroll here. Pile of books. So this actually has an interesting interaction. So the builder's turret has the base crit chance of the weapon. So you can see it has a 3% chance to critical, just because Obliterator has a 3% base chance to critical. Pile of books lets it use your actual crit chance instead of the base chance of the weapon, I believe. At least that was what it looked like last time I tested it, but that may have changed. That was like in the beta, or may not be how it functioned because it was a while ago that I tested it. Cursed Icicle could also be kind of fun too, but let's see if we can get that minigun cursed. Here we are on the boss wave. Oh, whoops, I think I just hit level 20 instead of endless. I totally forgot we were going to wave 20, unfortunately. So I hit wave 20. I thought we were going into wave 19, so I just hit the button instead of the endless mode. Oh well. That was still really fun. And obviously we ended with the Obliterator just wiping out the bosses in 2 seconds, which was also very satisfying. But apologies for getting your hopes up and then pushing the wrong button. That only happens to me when I'm recording, I guess, because I'm talking about other stuff, so I'm distracted. If I want to go endless mode on my own time, I'd never do that. But there you go. That's happened twice now, I think. So, hope that you enjoyed the video, cut short as it was. As always, of course, if you have enjoyed the video, then leave a comment. Let me know I'm dumb for clicking that button. Let's take a look at our economy items. The metal detectors did nothing because we're not picking up materials. Cursed baby elephant. That's actually more damage than I was expecting. I guess because I got some geckos. Similarly, Cute Monkey, only 3 healing because we weren't taking any damage. The turret was just killing stuff for us. First Dangerous Bunny saved us a lot of money, of course. Alien Eyes didn't do any damage. Our weapons did nothing. We did 800 damage from the Obliterator because it got 1 shot off, but of course, the Builder's Turret is what actually wiped everything out. So yeah, obviously this was not like the most challenging run in the world. In fact, the main challenge was me remembering to push the Endless Mode button, which I failed. But it was a blast, and I recommend giving it a shot because it's just super fun. Alright, my friends, hope you enjoyed the video, and of course, you can subscribe to my channel for more Brotato and other strategy game analysis, and I will catch you next time. Cheers, folks. GG.